2015 is a year that Indian farmers would want to forget. It is the second consecutive year of drought, and in fact, the worst ever drought that farmers would have seen in recent history. 11 states have already declared drought, and others could follow soon. Of this, Uttar Pradesh is the worst affected, where farmers have moved away from dealing just with the farm crisis to one dealing with hunger. In this special series of What's Ailing Rural India, we travel to the region of Bundelkhand in Uttar Pradesh, one region that has consistently been declared as one of the poorest regions in the country, to see what the ground realities were and how farmers were coping with this crisis. And what we saw was a grim picture. First up, we'll deal with the issue of food, and we'll tell you the story of villages in Banda and Chitrakoot, where people and farmers are forced to eat what usually is cattle fodder. These wild plants of makuya, a type of grass, have been a staple for cattle. But today Asha is collecting these leaves to feed her children. It has become a daily chore for this mother of four who used to work on others' fields in village Khasraut in Banda district. But this year's drought has left her unemployed, with not much left to eat at home. रोज यही खाते हैं? हाँ। क्या है ये?
चावल की रोटी।
अच्छा।
भाजी।
आपको अच्छी लगती है ये?
नहीं।
आपको अच्छी लगती है ये?
नहीं।
आपको क्या खाने का मन करता है?
रोटी सब्जी।
कितना समय हो गया खाए हुए?
1 साल।
This situation is because of subsequent drought in this region. Landless farmers are in fact more in trouble versus those with land, because they don't even get any compensation from the government and are forced to live a living like this. And the impact of this drought on the region, especially the poor, has been acute. Their meals have shrunk to at times just once a day.
जब कुछ मिल गई 1-2 रोटी बनाई तो खा ली, न कई था ब्याह है या तना से चटनी लेके बना के कई था का एक आधी रोटी खा ली, ना आधे पेट रही थे.
Vegetables and pulses are a forgotten commodity.
दाल वाल खाता? दाल दीदी कहाँ से हुई है? 3 साल के बच्चा कल्पत रहे बिना दाल के मिले.
For farmer families that have grown urad dal, arhar or tuar dal and chana for generations, this is a cruel irony. But Khasraut is not the only village facing this acute crisis. We travelled another 15 kilometers to reach Sulkhan Kapurwa, possibly one of the most underdeveloped villages in the district. This village has seen 2 deaths due to hunger in the same family in past 8 months.
भूख से हुई, भूख से परेशान थे, खाने पीने का जुगाड़ नहीं था, हम बाहर गए, पैसा मिल नहीं पाया वहाँ से. जब तक इधर मृत्यु हो गई हम लौट के आए, जब तक खत्म.
भूख 1-2 दिन में नहीं होती है, भूख का चक्कर कम से कम 6 महीने से चलता है, और ये आधा गांव भूखमरी की कगार पर खड़ा हुआ है.
Harsh realities, but the district administration seems to be in complete denial.
भूखमरी की वजह से कोई डेथ हुई ऐसा मेरे संज्ञान में नहीं आया. अगर किसी भी फैमिली को लगता है कि साहब मेरे पास खाने के लिए एक दाना भी नहीं है, तो I'm here and I'll support him.
Villagers say the public distribution system is defunct and corrupt. Only 10 families out of 38 here have a ration card.
20 किलो गेहूँ, 15 किलो
चावल.
देखिए उसमें से 1 किलो 2 किलो 2 किलो काट लेते हैं. इसमें गेहूँ क्यों काट लेते हैं? उसमें भाड़ा लगता है.
Uttar Pradesh is yet to adopt the Central Food Security Act, which entitles over 80% of the population to subsidized food grains. The state still follows the old system of a monthly entitlement of 35 kilograms of grain for each family falling below the poverty line, and covers only 1/4 of the state's population. Given the lack of administrative infrastructure, the move towards adoption of the Central Food Act will probably take longer. In the interim, this is the harsh reality of villages like Khasraut. Plates served with wild leaves, cattle fodder, and anything else that gives the impression of being edible. how is it that the farmers who provide food to the nation are now going hungry themselves? The biggest reason is the vicious cycle that they are in. Consecutive droughts and multiple crop failures because of unseasonal rainfall has wreaked havoc on farmlands in Bundelkhand and of rural India. These lush green fields are a hazy memory in Bundelkhand. The stark reality is barren. Miles and miles of such land can be seen which is barren. This is actually cultivable land, but it's all dry and parched, waiting for some rain. Farmers have got into a vicious cycle of debt, sowing and failed crop. 55-year-old Raja Babu from Karari village in Chitrakoot district is living testimony to the hardships the farmers are facing. After 5 consecutive failed crops, he resorted to sesame seeds or til, a crop that requires minimal water. This too has failed. The only thing that's grown consistently is his debt burden.
कम से कम 15-20 हजार रुपए हमारा पूरा ऑल टोटल खर्च हो गया, एक पैसा मिला नहीं।
कितना कर्ज है आपका?
2.5 लाख रुपए है कर्ज।
2.5 लाख रुपए?
2.5 लाख।
कितने समय में जुड़ के हो गया है?
1.5 साल हो गए।
Raja Babu is not alone in this situation. Deficient monsoons and unseasonal rainfall has put paid to the entire Kharif crop and last year's Rabi crop in the region. Government's relief measures, whether in district Chitrakoot or Banda, were not much of a support. Official figures indicate that only 50% of the compensation for previous 2 crop losses has been distributed to farmers, and that which has is nowhere close to enough. इसके अलावा आपको कुछ और सरकार से चेक मिला, कुछ मुआवजा मिला है सरकार से?
नहीं मिला। हाँ, एक दफा मिला 3000 पहली दा, और यहाँ नारी का नहीं मिला।
अतिवृष्टि ओलावृष्टि हुई, उसमें हम लोगों ने किसानों को फील्ड टू फील्ड सर्वे करके और मैक्सिमम हम लोग कर सकते थे। और लास्ट ईयर सूखे का 46 करोड़, तो अब तक हम लोगों ने किसान को पैसे की सहायता के रूप में करीब 300 करोड़ रुपए से अधिक बांट चुके हैं।
This has led to some drastic measures. अगली फसल अभी ये रबी में आपने कोई बुआई नहीं की?
अब क्या बुआई करें, जब कुछ है नहीं है तो बौन का, जब जो बीजा का पैसा नहीं है, न पानी के लिए कहीं से सिंचाई, कोई मतलब नहीं है तो क्या बताओ।
So far, only 12 to 13% of the winter crop has been sown in the region. Farmers say the government bears as much responsibility for the situation as the rain gods. In the last 10 years, land under irrigation in the region has not increased from 87%, despite 7 years of drought in the period. Case in point, Raja Babu's fields are just a kilometer away from Baghen, a key tributary of the Yamuna river, but there's no infrastructure to use these waters for irrigation.
और जी एक बार नहीं 4 बार यहाँ सर्वे हो गई है, और होके सर्वे कोई मतलब नहीं।
Poor irrigation infrastructure aside, here rampant sand mining has caused major lifeline rivers like the Betwa, Kane and Baghen to dry up.
अभी तो हमारे यहाँ सिंचाई की व्यवस्था है, धीरे धीरे यहाँ पानी की समस्या पीने की होने वाली है, तो ये सबसे पहले इसमें अवैध खनन पर भारी मात्रा में रोक लगनी चाहिए।
And as the situation gets chronic, farmers are choosing to quit farming rather than to live in hope.
अब खेती में कोई मतलब नहीं, इसी जमीन को किसी को अपना बेचेंगे और क्या करेंगे।
But should agriculture be the only source of livelihood? The government says no. It says it would provide 100 days of employment under the Mahatma Gandhi National Employment Generation Scheme. But we found in Bundelkhand that at least in this region, the scheme is a complete failure. Shri Raj Kiran cycles 15 kilometers every day to look for daily work at the nearby town in Narayani block in district Banda. Luck doesn't always favor him.
महीने में
2-4-6 दिन अच्छा काम मिल गया तो मिल गया, नहीं ऐसे 150, 15-25 बनते हैं और चले जाते हैं।
As the farmer hurriedly cycled past us, we decided to go to his village, Sulkhan Kapurwa. Such slogans and signs are a common sight in this village, but jobs aren't. Villagers showed us their Manrega job cards. The last work listed in these documents dates back to 2013. And then there were other job cards that were absolutely blank. Not a single day of work listed. 2013 में एक सड़क बनी थी।
2015 है।
With the monsoon playing foul, farming has taken a hit. Looming hunger and a growing debt burden is forcing many in the village to sell off their lands and migrate permanently.
जाएंगे दिल्ली, बम्बई, जहाँ काम मिलेगा तो वहाँ जाएंगे।
The spate of departures has intensified, almost akin to a mass exodus. Most families, most men with their families have moved out to other parts of either UP or Delhi and Mumbai to seek work. Who are remaining here in this village are either old people or women. The scene was similar in Karari village in Chitrakoot. The village was inhabited when we visited, but only for voting in the recently concluded Panchayat elections in Uttar Pradesh. It will soon wear a deserted look again.
पुणे जाएंगे।
क्या काम खोजेंगे वहाँ पे?
वहाँ पे कुछ ये टाइल्स वगैरह का है, ऐसे ये बेरोजगारी का कुछ भी काम करेंगे उधर।
और मैं सूरत कमाने जाता हूँ, तो वहाँ साड़ी छापते थे हम लोग।
Desperation has driven some to work in the nearby private stone crushing industries. Villagers say work conditions are exploitative, but they have no choice. According to government data, in 2014-15, Uttar Pradesh provided just 24 days of Manrega work. This year, till December, each household has only got 19 days of work. Even those who get jobs are not certain of getting paid as corruption is rampant.
काम करवा लिया जाता है, पैसा 3 महीने 6 महीने बाद मिलता है।
अच्छा,
पता नहीं वो कब आता है, कब गवर्नमेंट देती है।
पेमेंट जो बोलते हैं कि ऑनलाइन होता है, तो उसमें कोई
वो सब कहने के लिए होता है। 100 रुपया दिया, जिसके खाते में डाल दिया, 200 दिया, और काम कोई करता है और पैसा किसी के खाते में जाता है।
The administration agrees that there are several roadblocks.
ये जानकारी आई है कि शायद इसमें फंड्स की क्रंच है, तो पैसे के पेमेंट में डिले हो रहा है। बट द फंड्स, वी डोंट हैव द फंड्स, हमें पेमेंट नहीं करना होता है। वो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया से पैसा जो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को आता है।
Despite budgetary allocation being increased in the last budget, Manrega continues to be riddled with inconsistencies, failing to provide relief to drought-hit farmers. Instead, this rural job scheme seems to be fueling just what it was supposed to stop: migration of rural workforce to urban centers, leading many to question its relevance.